Today's video, we are venturing to something that I just discovered. I'm actually not sure how long it's been around. It could be quite a while, but one of my friends told me about this website. It's called Letterboxd. You can leave reviews on movies, rank them, put everything into different categories. Top 250 narrative feature films, most fans on Letterboxd, 1 million watch club, all these different ones that are here, and I can create my own. And it's literally the perfect thing for me because I've been looking for a place other than tier lists to make my top 5 movies of all time list and then build on that. Make it top 10, top 25, whatever it would be. And I think this is the perfect website for that. So today, what we're going to do to kick this off, my account is empty. I don't have anything in here. I don't have any lists. It says start your own list because it's empty and I'm excited. I don't know what log does. Add to your films, search for a film. So we'll start here, add my top 5 in order of best to not the best, and go from there. Rating 5 out of 5, of course. I like it. Press tab to continue, enter your create tags. We're not going to do that. We're just going to save that. We'll leave reviews after this, but we're just going to add them to the log first. Top 5 movies of all time. I'm excited about this. You've watched 100%, sure did. And now what we'll do is we'll dissect why I love these films. Cinderella Man. Russell Crowe's got something going on here. His early movies were really good. This, Master and Commander, that one was a tie between that and Cinderella Man. That one was close to being in the top 5. It might be 6. Or should I say 8, because Two Towers and Fellowship should be 6 and 7. But Master and Commander, also fantastic movie. Russell Crowe is an incredible actor. His early stuff, he has a lot of really good films. Cinderella Man is one of the best. And he plays the character of this boxer who was at the peak of his game. And I'm actually kind of realizing for the first time, his character in Gladiator, Maximus, and his character in Cinderella Man, James Braddock, are actually very similar. They're at the top of their game, they're at the peak of their life, and then something within their life takes them down. And in Cinderella Man, it is the Great Depression, and it takes all of his hard work as a boxer down to the depths, and him and his wife and kids are fighting to survive, to the point where the scene that makes me cry every single time, he has to go and ask the boxing committee basically for handouts and for donations so he can save his family and keep them fed, keep them warm in a house, because he doesn't have money for this, and his kids are taken away after he promised his son they won't get taken away. Eventually, his manager, his boxing manager, gets another chance to box again when he was removed from the boxing commission. And he goes from top to bottom all the way to the top again. And he fights the champion and he beats him. And the movie is so emotional. It's so moving. And it's, for that time period that's made in, incredible. I had to say the word again for this because this movie is magnificent. And, oh man, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about this movie. I have to watch this again soon. It's one of those movies you can definitely watch. All these movies are movies you can watch multiple times a year, or at least once a year. It's such a good movie. It's a good story. And he does the impossible and will just come back and just go after people and fight for his life and for his family. And he does, and he wins, and incredible story. And I like that one because it's based off of a true story. This really happened. This guy really lived and he did this, which makes it so much better, so much more sweet. Then we come to Gladiator. Oh, baby. Gladiator is my favorite revenge story. Maximus Decimus Meridius. Russell Crowe has his family taken from him out of the jealousy of the emperor's son. Maximus was the emperor's chosen replacement, but then the emperor's biological son killed the emperor and then ruined Russell Crowe's life, or so he thought. And then Russell Crowe gets taken from a general at the peak of his game all the way down to a slave and a gladiator. And then he gets to the gladiatorial games in Rome. He tells the emperor's son, father of a murdered son, husband of a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance in this life or the next. What a good line. And again, Hans Zimmer with the music. Just perfection. Perfection. Finally fulfills his vengeance on the Emperor's son, and he kills him, and he wins. And eventually, he ends up dying himself. And it was a perfect ending for that. Like, I don't always enjoy when a hero gets killed, but they did it in a way where he completed his mission, and then he moved on, and they show him going home to his wife and son, and it was good. It was a really nice ending. And they made a sequel last year. Yeah. It was good. It was really good. But it will never be able to top the first one. And it's an incredible movie. And it's hard to think that I wouldn't have this in my top 5 list. But maybe, who knows? In 10 years, it might change. Maybe a movie. That's the thing. Things like this can change because there are still movies that have not been released yet. Granted, these movies were all, except Empire Strikes Back, in the early 2000s. And I feel like that was a really, really strong time for movies. I think those were peak films, and I don't think it's going to be very easy to top any of those films. 1980 was the year for Empire Strikes Back, and there's good movies then, but early 2000s, top movies. Then we come to Last Samurai. Oh, Last Samurai. Baby, baby, baby. That's a fantastic movie. I like Tom Cruise. I'm a Tom Cruise fan. He's fun in Mission Impossible. He's good in Jack Reacher. He's good in some other stuff. He's okay in Top Gun. This is my favorite role of his ever. It's the best role he's ever played. It's that, Dancing with the Wolves kind of story where a person from a different tribe of life is captured, or, in this case, he is captured, and then he learns to love a different tribe, and he becomes part of their tribe, and he fights for them and almost dies for them, bleeds with them, and protects what they're holding so dear. And it's an incredible story. The acting is fantastic, and what brings it home? Hans Zimmer. Another thing, Lord of the Rings, Howard Shore, perfection. Star Wars, John Williams, perfection. Hans Zimmer, Last Samurai, perfection. Hans Zimmer does Gladiator as well. Those are my 3 favorite composers. If we're I'm on this list, I don't know if you can do it. I'll find out. If we can do a composers list and all of the movies and composing movies that Hans Zimmer does, oh man. And John Williams, fantastic. But Last Samurai, the music in that is incredible, and that's what connects you. Music is what connects you to all of these movies. It transports you. If you're not watching a movie and you have your headphones in or listening to the car radio, that music with your eyes closed or looking into the road or in the sky, you are transported into that world no matter what, because the music's so powerful. It connects you and brings you to that world without even looking at the movie. So then when you bring the movie and you tie it together, it just makes a strong bond and an incredible thing to witness. The story of Last Samurai is my favorite non-Lord of the Rings and Star Wars story. The universe in it, the world they're in, it's incredible. I don't think that will ever change. It's my favorite movie that's not in a strand universe. It is just a single movie by itself. And it's a movie that people felt like they didn't need to go build off of and make a sequel for. They did a Gladiator. It's by itself, and that's also why they're keeping the integrity of that movie together, and I hope they never remake it. There's no reason to do that. Empire Strikes Back. Now, I have some feelings about this one. I feel like Revenge of the Sith could be better, but then I think, again, there's no way it could be, because Empire Strikes Back is incredible. I love Star Wars. Galaxy Far, Far Away, it is one of my favorite of all time, favorite series. Lord of the Rings, Middle-earth, that's my favorite universe. And then right there in second place, Galaxy Far, Far Away. It's incredible. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It is so immersive. It is vast. There's so much going on, and you can make so much out of it. Granted, there's some stuff that should not be made out of it. Acolyte. But, for its faults, it had potential, but it went in the complete wrong direction. But Empire Strikes Back did not go in the wrong direction, and it set this course for Star Wars to where it is today. Where it is today needs to be better. But Star Wars would not be where it is without the foundations that the original movies set. And I like A New Hope and I like Return of the Jedi, but Empire Strikes Back is just so freaking good. Dagobah, Luke's learning to be a Jedi. Han and Leia are running from the Empire, get caught because Lando betrayed them, hand them over to the Empire, and then there's the showdown between father and son. You don't know it yet for the first time you watch it, and if you just got this spoiled for you, you've had many years to figure this out. And then there is this, join me, I am your father. No, that's not true. It's impossible. So yeah, that's number 2. And that one will probably never change. Now, Revenge of the Sith, that's also Revenge of the Sith and Return of the Jedi are definitely in top 10, I would say. Maybe. Again, I think the top 10 list is probably going to be one of the hardest things I ever create because I don't know. Even when you get into like the nitty gritty of like a top 15, top 20, top 5 was pretty easy. Gladiator and Cinderella Man, they could change because I like them a lot. And for the past 5-6 years, they have been in that top 5. Return of the King is number 1 because it is without a doubt the best movie ever created. And I strongly believe that that will never change. This list might vary between Gladiator and Cinderella Man, but that movie will never change. I can name on probably 1, maybe 2 fingers the things that I don't like about Lord of the Rings, and they're not even like strong dislikes. They're just like, oh, that could have been a different thing. Return of the King is the best conclusion of a story. Everything comes down to this big moment, this long journey of Frodo Baggins, a hobbit, the smallest creature in Middle-earth that is not suspected to be able to do anything more than just cook second breakfast, carried with his best friend, and Gollum, who's trying to thwart the entire way, the one ring that would if given back to Sauron, would destroy all of Middle-earth and just ruin all of humanity, takes this to Mount Doom. This hobbit never left the Shire before. He took it all the way to Mount Doom, dropped it into a volcano, and saved Middle-earth. The character development in this movie through all of the characters is incredible. Incredible. Down to Gimli. I mean, Gimli hated elves and now he loves elves, and vice versa for Legolas. Small stuff like that is fun. And all of the hobbits, strong hobbits, all of their stories. Merry becoming a warrior with Rohan, Pippin becoming a warrior and a savior of Faramir, Frodo and Sam going to Mount Doom. Incredible. And then Aragorn finally putting the ranger he is and becoming the king he was born to be. I love these characters. They're my favorite characters of any film series of all time. And I could just go on, and I have in past videos. If you want to go find that video, look at my Lord of the Rings playlists, and you'll find a video of me going on and on about Lord of the Rings. And Return of the King is so emotional. And when you get down to the end of the movie, and when Frodo's saying goodbye to the hobbits, I cry every time. I'm not ashamed to say. It's just insane. And I think one of the moments in that movie where Éomer finds Éowyn's potential body, dead body, but she's still alive, in the middle of Pelennor Fields, and that scream, that was Oscar award winning. I don't know how he didn't win that, but I digress. Fantastic movie, number 1 of all time. That is my top 5. I did say I was going to leave reviews. Maybe I'll save that for another video. I might just go and write them off a video, and then I'll probably just read them on recording and go through them again. But this is my top 5 movies of all time. I'm happy with this list. I love this list. I think I've talked about them before on TikTok many moons ago, but I'm excited to finally do a full video, go into great detail, and really talk about them because these movies have shaped my love for film, and especially Lord of the Rings. Peter Jackson, absolutely amazing. And without him, I wouldn't like film like I do today. Watching all of the ways they've made the Lord of the Rings films and the appendices, that's where I really gained my love for film. So I'm happy with this list. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think. What are your 5 movies of all time? What are the ones you like the most? Why do you like them? What do you love about them? My name's Hype Hobbit on Letterboxd. Go and find me, reply to this, let me know what you think. Don't be too harsh if you don't like this, if you don't like this list, go make your own and then share them. Drop in the comments your list. Let me go find them. Add me on here and we can discuss and all that kind of good stuff. So thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.